Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most pressing global issues, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Get ready to uncover the historical backdrop, key events, and the underlying factors that have fueled this complex crisis. Before we jump into recent events, let's rewind and explore the roots of this conflict that stretch far back in time. Way before the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, Ukraine was a part of the Russian Empire. This shared history has woven a complex tapestry of identity struggles. Kiev, the ancient capital, holds a special place in this story. Back in the 9th century, Prince Vladimir's influence introduced Orthodox Christianity, deeply intertwining these regions. In 1654, a significant treaty brought Russia and Ukraine closer. However, the road to independence was marked by suppression of Ukrainian aspirations. Now, let's fast forward to recent times where tensions have reached critical levels. Russia's military actions have triggered worldwide concern. Just last year, Russia stationed a staggering 150,000 troops near Ukraine's borders, sparking alarm among global leaders. Things escalated when Russia officially recognized Donetsk and Luhansk, two separatist regions within Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin justified this move as a means to establish peace, but the United States dismissed it as a flimsy excuse for aggression. To grasp the conflict's depth, we need to understand Ukraine's internal politics. Ukraine's political landscape is a blend of pro-Russian and pro-Western factions. Back in 2014, then-President Viktor Yanukovych's rejection of an EU deal sparked massive protests. This led to Russia's annexation of Crimea, a move that set off alarm bells across the globe. As tensions escalated, separatists gained ground in eastern Ukraine, sparking a brutal conflict that tragically claimed over 14,000 lives. Attempts at ceasefire, brokered by Germany and France, only brought partial relief, as sporadic clashes persisted. Now, let's delve into Russia's motivations, adding another layer to this intricate puzzle. Russia's troop deployments and accusations of ceasefire violations have intensified the crisis. Russia blames Ukraine for violating the 2015 ceasefire agreement, while also pointing fingers at Western nations for their inaction. Ukraine's aspirations to join NATO and its growing ties with Western allies have raised serious concerns within Russia. Russian President Putin's fear of NATO missiles being stationed in Ukraine further stoked these concerns. As we move into recent months, the situation has escalated further. Last December, US intelligence revealed Russia's plan to deploy over 175,000 troops near Ukraine's borders, with a substantial number already positioned there. Russia's official stance is that these troop movements are on its own soil, though fears of potential conflict are growing. Naturally, the conflict has elicited strong reactions on the global stage. Ukraine's allegations against Russia and Russia's counterclaims have put a spotlight on the fragile ceasefire agreement. The United States and NATO have faced criticism from Russia for supplying arms to Ukraine and conducting military exercises. Ukraine's collaboration with NATO and Western allies has raised questions about Russia's influence in the region. Unraveling the Russia-Ukraine conflict wouldn't be complete without understanding Putin's objectives. Putin's concern about Ukraine's alignment with the West, particularly NATO, raises critical security issues for Russia. He emphasizes the historical ties between Russia and Ukraine, and views NATO expansion as a red line. As of September 15, 2022, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia has seen significant developments. Ukrainian forces have made swift progress, reclaiming territory in the Russian-occupied Luhansk region. However, Russia retains control over around 20% of Ukraine's land. The invasion, which began on February 24, initially targeted Kyiv and other regions. In April, Ukrainian forces halted Russian advances near Kyiv, leading to a change in the conflict's dynamics. Subsequently, Russian military operations focused on the south, east, and northeast of Ukraine, resulting in the seizure of considerable areas. However, a decisive shift occurred at the beginning of September. In a significant offensive in the northeast, Ukraine managed to repel Russian forces, reclaiming approximately 3,000 square kilometers of territory around the city of Kharkiv alone. Ukrainian forces also regained control over parts of Luhansk, which had been entirely occupied by Russia since July. During September, Ukraine reported reclaiming more than 8,000 square kilometers, 3,088 square miles, of territory from Russian control, marking its most substantial territorial gain since the conflict began. The cities of Izium and Kupiansk, retaken by Ukraine on September 10, were strategic supply hubs for Russian forces, making these victories particularly important. Furthermore, Ukraine initiated a counterattack in the Kherson region in the south. Analysts from the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, characterized these events as a major operational defeat for Russian forces. Observers noted that Russian positions in Kharkiv had experienced a total collapse, making it one of the most significant reversals for Russia since its retreat from Kyiv in April. In response, Russia acknowledged the retreat from Izium and Kupiansk, claiming it was a strategic withdrawal for the purpose of regrouping. However, Russia announced its intent to continue targeting these areas with military strikes. The withdrawal apparently led to the abandonment of a substantial amount of equipment and ammunition by Russian forces. Russia currently controls approximately 20% of Ukraine's territory, including the eastern Donbas region, southern mainland areas, and the annexed Crimea Peninsula. Pro-Russian groups control parts of Donbas. President Zelensky aims to remove Russian troops and fully reclaim Ukrainian territory, seeking increased funding and equipment. Casualties, both military and civilian, have occurred on both sides. Ukraine claims over 50,000 Russian troops and nearly 9,000 Ukrainian personnel killed, while the US estimates 15,000 Russian soldiers dead. Civilian deaths surpass 5,700 confirmed by the UN as of September, likely indicating a higher toll. So, as we wrap up our journey through the Russia-Ukraine conflict, remember that it's a complex interplay of history, geopolitics, and power dynamics. Putin's motives, Ukraine's aspirations, and the global response all shape this ongoing crisis. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global issues. Stay informed, and we'll catch you in the next video.